India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi co-chaired the second India-CARICOM Summit alongside the President of Guyana, Irfaan, and the Grenadian Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, who is the chair of the CARICOM. They discussed collaborative opportunities with the Caribbean nations. Prime Minister Modi said that India has always tried to face global challenges along with the CARICOM, and he added that the Caribbean nations can in fact work on training women cricketers in India. That's something new.
क्रिकेट हमारे देशों के बीच एक बहुत बड़ा और महत्वपूर्ण कनेक्टिंग लिंक है। इस वर्ष आपके यहाँ हुए T20 वर्ल्ड कप से भारतीय क्रिकेट फैंस का कैरेबियन की ओर आकर्षण और भी बढ़ा है। और यह मैं सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं कह रहा हूं क्योंकि भारत ने यह विश्व कप जीता था। मेरा प्रस्ताव है कि क्रिकेट संबंधों के साथ साथ महिला सशक्तिकरण को बढ़ावा देने के लिए हम कैरिकॉम के हर देश से 11 युवा महिला क्रिकेटर्स की भारत में ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हैं।
And DD India's Siddharth Bharadwaj is now joining us from Georgetown with an update. Siddharth, good to have you with us. Put into context this second India-CARICOM summit. Prime Minister has spoken. We've also heard that, the expectations from the CARICOM side, both through Irfaan Ali and Dickon Mitchell. What exactly, are the expectations from this summit?
Hi, Mark. There are many expectations when it comes to India and CARICOM partnership, and this is a very pivotal summit, second India-CARICOM Summit. The first India-CARICOM, in fact, earlier Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the CARICOM leaders on the sidelines of United Nations General Assembly in New York, and now this is the first time that this summit is happening in a CARICOM member state. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked about many things when it comes to the India-CARICOM partnership in various sectors, in various areas, from renewable energy to healthcare and in fact cricket. And he also said, our viewers also heard Prime Minister Modi saying a while back that cricket is a very important link between both. And as part of women empowerment, they are ready to train 11 cricketers from the CARICOM nations in India, which certainly shows that how important this particular segment is. When it comes to linking both India and CARICOM, the partnership between both. And apart from that, the cooperation in renewable energy is something which is the highlight, because I also mentioned earlier that both India and CARICOM, they are transitioning towards sustainable development goals, and to establish that, to fulfill those goals, this partnership is very, very important. Apart from that, healthcare is very, very important segment, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that health is the biggest priority when it comes to India-CARICOM partnership. And he also said that India will extend everything which is possible, because healthcare is the prime focus when it comes to the partnership between both India and CARICOM. All in all, this particular summit will certainly establish expand in fact India's presence in the Caribbean. And on the other hand, the CARICOM member nations will also be benefiting with India's expertise in various sectors, renewable energy. Mark, if I talk to you about the renewable energy goals of India, then India aims to enhance
let me just come in there for a moment, Siddharth, because among the areas that was spoken about, it looks like pharmaceuticals is a big deal, and also healthcare. And that was the point that Prime Minister ended with, because that's the M of the CARICOM that the Prime Minister talked about. And he even mentioned, the Siddharth 2 machine, your name, the Siddharth 2 machine, which helps in the treatment of cancer, which also can help can be utilized in CARICOM. He also talked about the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, yoga. What is the, in terms of in terms of the healthcare sector, how best can the two sides cooperate?
Definitely, Mark. Like I just said, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while also speaking a while back, he also said that healthcare remains the biggest priority, for India when it comes to, assisting the CARICOM, which comprise of 15 member states. And apart from the very fact that India will also extend its cooperation, when it comes to, cancer treatment, and when it comes to diabetes. Apart from that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also focused on the importance of yoga. This is something which is, the world now acknowledges that yoga is something which has a cure for many things, for many diseases. And this exactly is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, that, by yoga, we can cure various diseases. So,
Right.
some yoga teachers are also be expected to send to the CARICOM nations. So apart from the fact, Mark, I was also talking about the renewable energy sector.
Sure.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said that one solar building in the CARICOM member nations, will be, India's effort. So this is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi said. And like I was just also mentioning, this second India-CARICOM Summit is very pivotal in expanding India's presence in the Caribbean. And also, on the other hand, CARICOM will also be benefiting with India's expertise in various sectors, in renewable sectors. Mark, I was just telling you about India's renewable energy goals, 500 gigawatt, increasing the renewables by 500 gigawatts. Apart from that, becoming a net zero by 20.
So Siddharth, that meeting is still...
all in all, this is a very pivotal partnership.
So that meeting is still going on, the second India-CARICOM Summit.
Yeah.
But let's go back a little bit in time to the meeting, the bilateral meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Guyanese president, and several agreements were signed, 10 of them, and you've reported on them as well. But when we look in the context of CARICOM, Guyana is the country that is really growing fastest in the whole of all the CARICOM countries. It's growing at 15%. The others are really leaning on Guyana in a sense. So it's important that this meeting is taking place over there. How do these agreements, sort of add to the growth potential of the region?
Well, definitely, Mark. It's not. Not just that. In fact, Guyana is breadbasket of CARICOM, and it has also, it also aims to bring down the food import of Guyana by 25% by 2025. That is something very, very important to know. And apart from the very fact that, as far as the bilateral between both the leaders, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Irfaan is concerned, then both leaders had a wide range of discussions, and as far as the MOU is concerned, when, health, hydrocarbons, Mark, agriculture, and apart from that, UPI-like payment system. So basically, when you talk about UPI, then we have to acknowledge the very fact that UPI is the finest, one of the finest payment systems in the entire world, which the entire world acknowledges. And as far as hydrocarbons are concerned, that it was being speculated that this would be the prime focus between both India and Guyana, because when you collaborate on hydrocarbons, you collaborate on oil, natural gas, and all the petroleum-related products. That's what hydrocarbons comprise of. And apart from that, when you collaborate in this particular sector, you mutually benefit, in fact, in the energy sector, economically as well. And on the other hand, India will certainly from here on diversify its energy sources, and strengthen its energy security as well. The dependence on other regions and other countries from which India was importing oil till now will be certainly reduced, and India will be enhancing its energy security and diversify its energy sources. Apart from the very fact that also adding to it, there will be potential economic development for Guyana, because India being a stable oil market for Guyana, and India's expertise in this particular sector will certainly benefit Guyana in many other sectors as well. As far as hydrocarbons is concerned, then both the country will mutually benefit economically as well. And India, like I mentioned, is looking for this opportunity to diversify its energy sources and also strengthening its energy security as well, Mark. Apart from that, when it comes to healthcare, that this is a collaboration which was already happening.
Yes, Siddharth. Tell us a little bit more about the rest of the Prime Minister's program, the address also to the Guyanese legislature. What's expected?
Well, definitely, Mark. If I talk to you about, from the beginning of the day, then ceremonial guard of honor was given to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Apart from that, restricted bilateral between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Irfaan Ali took place, and after that, the exchange of MOUs also took place, and now the second India-CARICOM Summit is going on. So this is the schedule which it will be followed by state dinner, as well. So this is the program of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and we'll have to wait and see, how it pans out to be.
Right, okay, we leave it there. Thanks for the moment, Siddharth Bharadwaj, for joining us and filling us in with all the details.